Okay, this is Love Working, and I am using an apple. I'm sure you've seen a ton of these spells. I haven't actually done one in quite a while. So what I did was I found a red apple and I hollowed out, scooped out the inside of it, and I've put in some brown sugar, a little bit of brown sugar, and a little bit of white sugar. Just use whatever you have at hand. You could use honey, you could use syrup, anything that is sweet, even sweetener is fine. Uh, so basically, this is an offering to the Holy Death, Santissima Morte. Santa Morte really likes apples, especially covered in sugar, in my opinion. And I've always been one to give her these offerings, and I'm also working a love spell into this. So I've got the couple in question, and the lady, she sent me a photograph of her and the guy together. So I folded it in on itself with some oils. I've got communication oil, love oil, reconciliation oil, attraction, lust oil, those kind of things. And I've got a little petition here. So I'm going to work this into a package as small as possible. Okay. I'm just going to bind this up with some red yarn or ribbon or whatever you've got. And I'm just making my statement of intent. Basically, that he will see her with new eyes, that he will make it up to her, he will love her correctly. They will be at one spiritually, emotionally, and physically. The relationship is now better than ever, and they're enjoying good times. They will be committed forever in love and in lust. And so it is done. And I will also be working on this spell, pushing a little bit more intent into it as time goes by. But for now, I'm just putting it together. I really hope I can get this in here. This is it's not the biggest of apples, but we'll see. So I'm just going to see if I can pop that in the bottom. Just one moment. Whoops, I've dropped it. One moment. Okay, so I managed to get it in there, just about. Now, if you're going to be burning a candle like I will be inside this, you need to be really careful because that's paper, obviously, and yarn that goes up. So just be careful. Stand with it, stand by it all the time. This is a lust oil, and I'm going to pop in mend a broken heart so they can basically get past, whatever blockages are there. That's like a road opener kind of oil, specifically for love issues. A little bit of cinnamon, of course. There's a lot of cinnamon, of course. I'm not using honey because honey sometimes I find it hard to light candles, but you could use honey. I like sugar, but you could use honey. I've made these jars with honey before, so that's always an option. Let me see what am I looking for. Reconciliation oil. Okay. And communication. Now, I have, like I said before, I have anointed those photographs and the petition with all these oils. Use whatever oils you have. If you don't have any oils, just use whatever you have. If you just have cinnamon, use cinnamon. You could use just, if you have a rose, like a little rose oil, that's perfectly fine as well. It's really up to you and what you have at hand, so to speak. Let me have a look. A tiny little bit of rose water, just a tiny, tiny touch. Okay, precipitation powder. At the end of the day, this is hard to find. It's used, if it comes out, that is, it's used to speed workings up. But at the end of the day, it's, to me, it's one of those things. It takes time for workings to come through. This is protection, to put some protection powder on the relationship. Okay, again, you don't go with what you have. It's all about your intention rather than all these bits and pieces. It's because I have them here that I'm using them, but go with what you've got. Okay. I think I'm going to just pop the candle in and put a few petals. Sorry for the stretching. Okay, some rose petals with a few little bits and pieces. Let me have a look. I've done my Anna somewhere. It's great for lust. There we go. Damayan is excellent for lust, so just gonna pop that in there. There we go. And this is an offering to her, and that is quite a big thing to make an offering to the Santissima Morte. Actually, more sugar wouldn't go amiss. There we go. I'm gonna see if I have any room for this. Oh wow. One moment. There we go. It's in, but it doesn't look too happy, but it's in nonetheless. And I will work that until the little apple goes off. And then what I will do is put the remnants of this at a tree, and I will bind our pictures together again and just pop that in a honey jar. I could, before it spoils, I could probably just put it into a honey jar, but no, I'd like to offer it to Santissima Morte and for her to take the life out of it, if you know what I mean. I find that when I put items on the Santissima Morte's altar, I find that she consumes things a lot quicker than any other spirit that I work with. I put out offerings for St. Expedite and the Goetia spirits, but I find that her offerings go really quickly. They spoil a lot quicker, so I'd rather she takes what she needs from this, and then I can just do another little binding in a honey jar. So, but this is the offering, and it is a binding in its own right, and it's just something I want to give her to catch her attention and to say, please help with this issue. And she's really good at fast help. So it's just to let you know that I'm just gonna light this up. I hate lighters also, but I normally use what you call it, matches, when I'm working on my own. So I love using this stuff. It's great. It ignites the flame, and I always think it gives the spell a kick. Woo! And I get a kick out of it too. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So I'll sit and play with that for a while and make some statements of intent, you know. Basically, he will love her, he will come to her. Their love will be unique. They will only have eyes for each other. So mote it be, kind of thing. I don't say so mote it be that often, which is strange for me to say that. I used to say so mote it be a lot years and years ago when I was I'm gonna pop this out of the way. Just 1 second. When I was really young, I used to say so mote it be. When I was taught, just one moment, I don't want a fire over here. When I was first initially taught, and the lady in question, she would teach me little. Most of them have slipped my mind now, but she would teach me little chants to say and stuff whilst I was working spells. And so mote it be was one of the first love spells I ever did, and it ended with so mote it be, and it was a little red bag. Someday I may redo that spell. It's an interesting spell. I need to dig it out because I'm going back 20 years ago. So anyway, I have some cards. 1 second. Okay, so we have a few cards. Again, the cards just give us an idea of what may be going on, and you know, nothing's set in stone. Bear that in mind. Always bear that in mind. Okay, happiness. Do we have an age gap? I wonder. Any age gap? There's news. There was news about an ending, and I think that's what you've told me. I think this is referring to the past. with regards to the other female. Uh, yeah, that's news. You got to hear about that ending. It was told to you, basically. You told me that, so I can verify that. He is going through some sort of issue at the moment. There's a travel aspect or some sort of going away. So this might not resonate with you now, but down the line, I think it might. Uh, but I think he will come back, settle down. It might be just a trip away for a short while, but I think there's something on his mind and there's something weighing him down, or he's having some sort of regret. It's not about this female. I think it's more along the lines of you. And I think there'll be some sort of talk of like settling down and some sort of talk about the next step in your love life. But bear in mind, it takes time. Things take time, uh, especially if he's just come out of a relationship with someone. It's going to take a little bit of time for him to just get back into the you know I find a lot of times you need to just stop for a while and then go on, reconnect with you rather than just jumping into another relationship. Just bear that in mind. He may need a bit of time to sort of get his head around things. This strange card, deception. Could that be to do with the previous female? And then the next card, the amount of times that I pull this card with love issues, it's crazy. It's let go of control issues. I'm not saying you're a controlling person, but I think what that means is trying to control the situation. It's impossible for you to control that. Just let things take their own way and things will, figure themselves out. Love yourself first. Great point. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Okay, so men like positive, confident women. Not overly confident, but you know what I mean. And then we've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So you still got that attraction there, that's for sure. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay. So, get to know each other again, be friends, go out, have fun, enjoy life, be young. You don't want to jump into heavy stuff right away. I know the matters of the heart are difficult and stuff, but when you're young, you enjoy your life with him. Go out, enjoy the weekends with him, have fun, just whatever it is you're into, just go out and enjoy life and show him your fun side and show him your easygoing side. And he will see something in you, I promise you that. uh, it's when people get really, really upset and stressed and they want something and they're putting time limits on it, or they want something and they don't see the results right away. It's because you're not in the right place. uh, if you know what I mean, you're not in the right headspace. So I think when everything falls into place, that is when you will get your results. Some people never fall into that right place. They never balance themselves out, and therefore, results won't come. So I think it's very, very important to balance yourself. And when you get the opportunity to be with him or talk to him, just be so, easygoing and funny. And, he will see you differently. I promise you that. Flirt is the next card. Isn't that interesting? So it says, extend your lighthearted energy. Playfulness, that's another card, ties in with flirting. To recapture romance, allow your innermost. Sorry, it's so dark in here and I'm having difficulty seeing. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. That's just what I've been saying. That's so bizarre. This happens all the time. This could be the one. Now, that's a great card to have. So please, please, please take what I've said on board. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. There you go. Important to take that on board. All of this on board, please. Because I I can put out the calls for you. I can make a petition to the spirits. Santissima Marte is excellent. She's a non-judgmental saint. She's To me, she's more than a saint. She's a goddess. She's up on high. I don't think a lot of people really know how important Santa Marta is, and I think it's something I need to delve deeper into, and I will do, because if I'm offering services involving her, I think I have a duty of, uh, I have basically a duty to put out there to tell you what she's all about and stuff. I have done small videos here and there, but I think I owe it to everyone to basically give you the rundown, the ins and outs, all about her and stuff. Okay, so next point. Is there a next point? I don't think so. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Chime candle for about 2-3 weeks. Uh, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and possibly Sunday are the nights I will be burning the chime candles. I do crossings on Tuesdays and Saturdays, hex work, of course, breakups, that kind of thing. And so yeah, it's an interesting little spell, simple little spell you could do yourself, but I take it a step further at home here, because of the fact I'm calling on a spirit. You can do that without calling on a spirit. Just use your own will, put out your intention, just speak your intention, and that can be enough to help you. But there's many ways of doing these little apple spells, but that's how I would do one. Again, I like it to be an offering, so like if you want, share if you want, subscribe if you want, and it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com for everyone else who wants to shoot me a message for any reason. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, and that's about it. So have a great day.